The album is no longer just about me.
The first recordings for Memoirs started when?
Good question. It seems like ages ago now. I mean, it started in London because I had like a year of writing, and I wrote loads of songs with different people. But the songs that ended up on the album were with Al Shucks, a producer, songwriter, like Page Unfolds. That was written so long ago. My Baby Left Me is written like nearly 2.5 years ago. You know, so it's quite weird because I've had these songs a long time with me now, you know. But for many people, it's just the first time they're hearing it. But it's nice. It means they're finally getting heard and they're out there in the world. But yeah, I started in London and I went to New Jersey for a bit to record the album, and I worked with a producer out there called Commissioner Gordon, and worked with some ridiculously talented old school musicians from like Jamaica, and who'd worked with Bob Marley and the Scatterlights. So I had a lot of history added to the album, a lot of, you know, rootsy qualities added to it. Then I came back home to London and finished the record off. So it's travelled a lot, you know, it's been sort of lingering and passed on to different people. So I don't know, I don't think the album is no longer just about me. There's so many other people that have contributed towards it.
But did you, when you started recording, already have an idea in your head about how it had to sound?
Definitely,
but, yeah.
I did. But you know, the joy of collaborating and just time, like, you know, your ideas can evolve, or someone else adds to it and they can become something else. You know. So there's certain songs I didn't even think they would end up sounding how they did, but just naturally it sort of went that way.
Were there particular records that served as an example, sound-wise?
Yeah, I mean, I probably was like, for each song, I didn't listen to an album, so I want my album to sound like that, but maybe from song to song, I do that. Like Do As I Say, a song on the record, I always referred back to Sade's, damn, what the hell is it called? My brain's just gone blank. I'm just singing it in my head. By Your Side.
You can sing it out loud as well.
It's okay. Sade's By Your Side. And I don't know, I just wanted, you know, my song to have that same emotion and that same feel, and so I'd always refer back to that song. And My Baby, you know, I sort of listened to a lot of Lauryn Hill's tracks as well because I wanted to get some influence there. So it's so many different people, you know. I was listening to a lot of Joni Mitchell at the time, you know, her album Blue, and Rufus Wainwright and D'Angelo, and loads of different people. So I think they've all helped me create this album in some shape or form.
I was wondering, have you ever considered not pursuing a career in music?
Oh yeah, loads of times. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're a struggling musician and, you know, you're gigging around London and you're not getting any offers, you sort of question what you're doing and you think, you know, is this the right path for me? And your grandparents are telling you to go to university. But, you know, no matter how much I feel like that, I always come back to music, or it always comes back to me. You know, I went traveling when I was 18 to Mexico. So I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't want to go to uni. I didn't want to work, you know, so I thought, let me do some charity, you know, voluntary work. So I went to Mexico and did that, and that ended up being like a guitar in the voluntary house I was staying. So I ended up writing so many songs, and you know, I came back to London wanting to pursue music again, and you know, I worked hard contacting promoters and stuff like that, and I don't know, it's, you know, sometimes it's a battle because this industry is so fierce, it's so tough. But I don't think I could ever not do music. I mean, even if I wasn't a performer, I think I'd be involved in it in some way, either as a songwriter or... No, I think I could make a pretty good manager. Never know.
Do you manage yourself already?
In some ways, yeah. I mean, I do have managers, but I'm, you know, I make a lot of decisions as well, you know, because it's my project, it's my career. You can't have people dictating stuff to you. But at the same time, I'm very open to opinions. It doesn't all go my way.
Okay, one more question about Mexico. Are there songs on the record you wrote over there?
No, there isn't, unfortunately. Just because, you know, some of them didn't fit musically with the rest of the record, or, I mean, but they haven't been forgotten. You know, fingers crossed that I'll have the opportunity to make many more albums. So they're just you know, sitting on the side, waiting to be picked up again. But yeah, I mean, those songs were a lot more acoustic based, and I don't know. I'm feeling, you know, hopefully for the second album it will be a lot more stripped down. So
those songs will be featured on
I hope so.
the next
I hope so.
record.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right.